Also going to be today live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to do that every week, but I'm testing it this week. Just a couple of days ago, I managed to get to the point where a YouTube channel has to get to for YouTube to kind of give you all these extra fun features. I thank you all for that, those people that have watched any of my videos. If you've watched at least one of my video, throw a 1 in the chat. Show me that you've watched at least one of my videos on my YouTube channel. Awesome, 1 of you, no 2 of you, 3 of you have watched. Okay, a few of you. All right, that's good. So those 5 people that have watched YouTube videos, it's all you that's helped me get to that point, and I appreciate it. I remember when when my number of subscribers here was like 150, and I was just starting out, and all of these people here are real people that are building apps with AI. I haven't promoted my YouTube channel anywhere else other than in the ecosystem, so I'm kind of proud of that hard work. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? There are no questions in the system so far, so what I want to talk about is Supabase security. Now, let me... I still haven't booked this flight. For any of you that were on my webinar on Monday, I was attempting to book a flight then, and I still haven't booked it. So let's look at Supabase. What I want to be looking at, where am I? What client am I? Oh, I got kicked out. Nice. Let's sign in, username. All right. Is this going to let me in? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, go away. Use. Okay. Here we go. So, how many of you have got a project that are connected to Supabase, and then every week you get a little email saying there's a security issue with your project? This is what I'm covering today. Well, until someone else asks a question, and then I'll jump onto that. So let me just take a screenshot of this email because I'm not showing you my untidy email box. And I'll put that screenshot on the screen here. Boom. Boom. All right, here we go. So you probably get this email about once a week, and it basically tells you we've got errors and errors and errors and errors. There's one client that I was helping earlier this week. They had something like 82 security errors on their app. And so what I want to do is show you how to handle these errors. So let me go into my account here, and let's go into Adopt a Grandma. We always mess with Grandma. I mean, I don't mean literally mess with her because she's cute and we don't want to upset her apple cart. But here you'll see this little red icon. Well, no, you can't see because it's not even on my screen there. Let me resize this so you can actually see. No, am I zoomed in? Is that okay? If you're seeing what I'm seeing, you can't see the whole screen, so that is a bit of an issue. Give me 1 second to solve that. It's interesting that it's messing around. There we go. Can you now see the whole screen? Yes, you can. Good, good, good. All right, perfect. I presume I am sharing my screen, right? Oh, no, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing what you guys don't like, and when everything gets blurry. So give me 1 second to share, open projector view in a new window. There we go. I'm going to put that over there and make it nice and big, and then we're going to share that. I've been doing these webinars for 8 months. You would think I would be organized by now, but it's just who I am. It's raw and it's real. There we go. All right, now you should be able to see what I'm seeing. Now I need to go to the webinar tab. Okay, perfect. Now, can I make this a different size without it affecting you guys? Window, webinar. There we go. All right. See this on the left-hand side? It says advisors. And that is what we're going to be working on today if there are no other questions that come in. And so in here, we can see that there are RLS disabled on 3 channels. They're the errors. And then there's a leaked password protection issue, which is a warning, and then no information. So first of all, we're going to solve the easy one. The warnings for this leaked password protection. Most people will have this, especially if you're on a free account. You're going to have this and you're not going to be able to fix it. But if you're on a pro account, then you'll be able to fix it. And this is how you do it. Very, very simple. We've got 3 errors, 1 warning. On the left-hand side, we're going to go to authentication. And then we're going to go to sign in and providers. And then we're going to scroll down to email. And then we're going to switch on prevent use of leaked passwords and click save. Now, once that's saved, we're going to go back to the advisors on the left-hand side. And now we have 3 errors and no warning. Done. Easy. So if everyone checks their Superbase project and clicks on that little light bulb, that's an easy one to fix. Unless you're Janelle, and then you're not going to be able to fix it. Janelle is doing an experiment to see how far she can get on the free version of Superbase. Those have now gone, and now we've got these last few errors here, which are row-level security for chat history, profiles, and grandma settings. So all we're going to do here is we're going to take a screenshot of this tab like this. Boom. And then we're going to go into Famous. Excuse me. Into Famous. And we're going to find grandma. Adopt a grandma. I think let's go to settings and see that's RAV. And then in here, this is RAV. So it's definitely the right project. We can also test it by clicking on this link and it will open that project up directly. And we can again see those same errors here. So that is definitely the right project. And all we're going to do now is go back to project, upload that screenshot that we just took of the errors. And then we're going to prompt. In Superbase, we have 3 tables that have RLS issues. See screenshots. Please fix these issues so that users can add their own data and admin has full CRUD access. All right, there's our prompt. CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. So that's that. We're going to send that off. And while this is working on this, once it starts working, there we go. Now it started working. We're going to go and we're going to just look at this screen. It's really quite cool. Oh, Janelle's just put the Whisperflow link in the chat. So I use Whisperflow for my dictation. It's amazing for many reasons. One, it's intelligent in prompting for AI. 2, it removes all of my hesitations, and so when I hesitate, I'm putting it on now, but when I hesitate, it takes them out. Or if I duplicate words, or if I mess up, no, if I just make a mistake, it works out which of that sentence is important and just puts that part of the sentence. So it's awesome. It's not expensive. It is a monthly fee. So, but it isn't expensive. And as I say, Janelle just put the link in there. If you would like to get my discount, you can use that link and it will give you my discount. All right. Now, I just pressed refresh and all our errors are gone. And the little red dot on the left-hand side is now gone, which means this particular site has 0 errors and now for security. Okay, so if this was my only project, I now won't get that security email once a week from Superbase. Can I hear a woohoo for that? Who would like to see me do one more? So we'll go and find one more project that has that issue. We could set myself up with a really big challenge and do one that I know has probably got lots of errors. Here we go. Wow, okay, this one's got Vincent wants me to fall over. Here we've got 2 errors and 9 warnings. All right, so we're going to do the warnings first because they're usually the easiest. RLS policy always true. All right, so this is actually quite a few RLS policies here. What happens if I reduce that down? I can still read that. You might not be able to on the screen share, but I can for the screenshot. Okay, so we've got quite a few RLS issues. None of that secure password issues. So let's go ahead and fix our RLS issues. So we're going to again take a screenshot of these warnings. Is Vincent here, or do I need to ask about adding that to the prompt snippets? Vincent is here, but he's biting his tongue and hasn't asked. So I presume he doesn't want me to add it to the. Oh, there he is. He was about to ask. Okay. I'm gonna do that right away before I forget. Okay, am I logged in? If I refresh, I'm still logged in. And then fixing super base security errors and warnings. I'm not sure why I'm typing that. Use this prompt to fix any errors or warnings in the advisor section of Superbase. Boom. And then we'll paste the prompt in there in Superbase. See screenshot, please fix. Okay, there we go. It's in there. I love it that this snippet library is getting bigger and better. And I thank you for the reminders on that. I've taken a screenshot of this. Now we're in the club. So we want to go back to the dashboard. Oops, back to the dashboard and look for the club. Here it is. All right, and we're going to add the screenshot we just took, which is this one. Yes, it is. And then we're going to paste in that prompt that we just... No, it's not pasting. Why is it not pasting? There we go. We're pasting that prompt directly from the snippet library. We're going to use that here. So we're now using our own snippet library to fix these errors. We'll go ahead and send that off. And what I love to do is just then come back here and every now and again hit that refresh button and see those errors just vanish. And having a Superbase project that has no security advisors feels really good. It feels like you've got something that is safe and secure. Superbase will always warn you if your database has potential security issues. Okay, none have gone yet. Let's see how Famous is doing back here. It's still determining what it needs. So it's not quite doing the work yet. Who missed these Wednesday webinars over the last, it must be 3, maybe even 4 weeks? Anybody? No one? Okay, good. They're now going to be, thank you, Sandra. They're now going to be on this URL. So if you know anyone that was on the old webinar that isn't a Firefly or an Otter, then give them the new link. It will be an honor to have them. It will take a while to get us back to the numbers that we had before. But like I said at the beginning of the webinar, it turned out that most of the people in my attendancy list were just not listening, and they were just fireflies and otters. And so it's much nicer having a smaller group that's engaging than a big group, and you're like, well, only 20 or 30 people are talking, and the rest are, all just bots. And I like bots. I spend a lot of time with bots. I just don't want to be expecting a response from them. All right, let's go back and refresh now. It seems to be doing some of the... Oh, there we go. I didn't even need to refresh. So we've gone from 9 till 3 so far, which is great. 9 till 3. Fixing the meetings table. It's doing handle user deletion function. That's interesting. So some of these it may not be able to do, like the Postgres version it's not going to be able to deal with. I need to show you how to do that. But we'll let it do these others first. All right. Finishing all fixed RLS security meetings and function surf path. So let's see what we have left. We have none left. Oh, we have no errors either. So it even though I didn't tell it about the errors it had, it fixed the warnings and the errors all in one go. Boom. Let's give that a round of applause. All right. So hopefully by now we've done it twice on 2 different sites. You should feel comfortable when you get that error email. Where is it? Here it is. You get this email from whoever, and yeah, it's not good. We don't want these emails. We want to know that if we don't get them, everything's safe and secure. All right. Still no questions in my questions and answers. So who would like to throw something out there that they'd like to see right here, right now? If not, I'm going to show you something I worked on earlier that I was really, really pleased with for a site. I'm not sure if I showed you this before, but I'll show you it anyway. This is an app that I'm working on for a client, and the really nice thing about this app, let me log out and log back in again just to get my right permissions. There we go. Cool. So in here under profile, we can change the language, and we can change the language to the top 10 languages, and the whole site gets translated into that language. And so if we save it now, this says save in Chinese, and we're going to go back to Kara, the chatbot, and now, oh wait, I can't speak Chinese. I just remembered I can't speak Chinese. Let me go to Google and say translate I am sad into Chinese, and then we can copy this. Wan Hen Shang Xing. I apologize if anyone is native and I just butchered that, but we're going to paste this in here, and now Kara is thinking, and when she finishes thinking, she's going to reply completely in Chinese. So then we can respond. Oh, it actually translated I am sad to I am very sad. But here we can put in, I'm sorry you're feeling sad. Caring for someone with Alzheimer's is often challenging. So this whole app with one very simple prompt is now allowing us to interact with it in the top 10 languages. I was super pleased with this. Now I need to get it back to English. so I can actually read it. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's save that at the bottom. So pretty cool, huh? That's a very simple, very simple chatbot that allows us to do that. Now, the other thing that I did on this site just this morning, if we click on contact support and we send a technical support message in here and press send, what this does is if we log out and log back in as this account, now we have our admin panel because I logged in as my admin user. And in our admin panel, we have support tickets. And in support tickets, here we have the open technical support ticket that I just opened. And the admin person can reply to that. That will then send an email to that user. So it does that using Mailgun. I then check my email and let me take a screenshot of the email that comes in. It's kind of cool. Here it is. I'll take a screenshot so you can see it because again, I am not showing you my mailbox. It is a mess. But before I come back to you, I'm just going to send a reply. And press send. And so now I'm coming back to you guys and let's show you the screenshot of the nice message that we just got. Boom. Come on. Give me 1 second. Whoop. Why are you not moving? File screenshot is not. Oh, okay, because they allow dragging and dropping images onto it. So let me just do this. Boom. So this is the email. Came into my personal email address. This is a support response. Here's the response I just sent, and then it says you can reply directly to that email. And so now when we go back to here. And looks like I have to refresh the page. I need to fix that. But in here, refresh. It always, there we go. Hi, Mega Webinar people. So this is the incoming customer reply, came in via email, but landed inside the admin area. This is something that lots of clients have wanted. So you've got two-way routing of emails directly into the admin area of the site. Now you've got a really cool full support mechanism, which is really cool. So if I'm working with any of you and you want that sort of feature in your site, then let me know. All right. Still no. Oh wait, there is a question. Rick has a question. Your advice, Mark, is better to create a wireframe for a custom website and then dump it into Famous and have it build it? Or is it better to have Famous build one and convert it to custom on Deal or GHL? A wireframe for a custom website. So I don't like to give the first prompt kind of an idea of how I want it to look, because normally what it creates for me is better. As long as that prompt is a grandma prompt and covers all of the information that we want in the site, then yeah, I don't kind of give it any wireframe or anything. And have it build it, or is it better to have Famous build one and convert it to Deal or GHL? I wouldn't put it into GHL because you're not going to have the features and the functions or Deal. You're going to lose functionality because they're two different animals. One is a React interactive web function, a web app as such, and the other is a static div by div layout, and they are two different things. And when people say, well, I don't need an app, I just need a website, I can always find them features that they're like, oh yeah, that would be really cool to have, that then turns it from a website to an app. So if I've misunderstood your question, Rick, let me know. Give me some more detail in where I steered you wrong. But that's, when I'm creating a prompt for a site, let's go back to Famous here and the dashboard. Let me see what I've created recently. Yeah, I mean, looking at Janelle's thing we did the other day, on Monday we did this. We gave it no instructions on what we wanted it to look like. Oh, now you get to see the weird behind the scenes view. No one gets to see this. Normally, I forget that camera's part of this app. And this is my drawing of New Jersey. Oh, I shouldn't have told you. I should have seen whether you could guess what state this is supposed to be. I think it looks like New Jersey. Anyway, this app, we didn't give it any instruction on what we wanted to look like, yet it knocked it out of the park. Thank you, Frenchie. I'm pleased that you thought it looked like New Jersey. For a Brit to be able to draw New Jersey, it's pretty impressive. Cool. There you go. Now, that being said, I probably, when I drew this months ago, it's been on my board. You can see how much I use my whiteboard. Half of it is covered up by a huge sticker of my rabbit. I'm probably going to give you too much information that you need now, but that rabbit is my tattoo here. So once we're a bit closer, all the webinar people will be having the Sulky Bunny tattoos. Anyway, so as far as design, I prefer to let it come up with something, and then Rick, I'm an albino Brit. No sun sees my arms, my legs, even my face. I spend a lot of time on cruise ships, but I never go outside. I'm always in Starbucks or the buffet or the entertainment. Anyway, Rick has given me some more information on his. I've got to turn this damn thing off. I can't be stared at. There we go. Okay. No, I just had a client that I told him I'd vibe code a website for him, and then all of a sudden he sent me all these special instructions and photos and his biography and everything. That's why I asked. So if you've got information and screenshots of websites that you like, definitely put it in that initial prompt and say, this is what I'd like. When I was working with Terrence McMahon, we did a really cool thing where we took what's his name? Oh, who's the personal development guy? The big guy. Has thousands of people in the room. Come on, someone. Tony who? Tony Robbins. That's it. What we did is we really liked Tony Robbins' website based on it being a great site for a consultant. Okay, this was a great consultant site that has video and a great hero area and everything else. And so what we did is we then took a screenshot of this site. In fact, let's do this. How long have we got? 25 minutes. All right, if you haven't got anything else better to talk about, let's get Grandma involved in this whole scenario. And we want a speaker website for Mark P. Summers showing his coaching services done with you services, done for you services. Why am I typing Fracto services and speaking engagements? Let's put CTO is in capitals. Okay, so we're going to create this. Grandma can be found at this address when she's not at bingo or out drinking. That she can be found. She can be found at that address, but often she's off. She's off playing bingo. Who are both the main people you want? Okay, people building apps with AI and need a push to what is possible and helping them get to the finish line. Okay, what are the most important things you want visitors to do on the website? Understand that Mark P. Summers is an expert and also be able to book calls and understand all of his services. All right, question 3, what special features? A great hero area plus embedded reviews from Trustpilot and a list of previous clients and finished projects Mark has worked on. Now again, using Whisperflow, you'll see there that it understood how to spell my name. So it spelled it with a C. I didn't have to change that. For each of Mark's services, coaching done for you, what information should be included? For now, just basic bullet points, just to get the picture across. I will add more information later on. All right, last question. Come on, Grandma. Okay, do you have any special ideas, look and feel? The site would definitely need to be heliotrope purple, hash 8811DD. All right, so now it's going to produce our prompt, and we're going to use that prompt in addition to adding the screenshot. So let's go here, and we're going to create a new project. We're going to paste in this, and then we're going to find where it says about 8811DD. I have attached a screenshot of a speaker site that I like. And then we're going to attach Tony Robbins' screenshot here. We're going to mark it as private. It's a website. Everything looks... Whoa. Went too far. Everything looks... No, stop going so far. There we go. All right, that's everything. So all we're doing here is giving it a grammar prompt, telling it what we want the site, and then we're telling it that we want it in purple tone and that we like the layout of Tony Robbins' website. Okay? Everyone good? Let's go. All right, this is where we need that hold music back for why we're waiting for it to happen. Why this is happening though? Let me. Thank you, Rick. We could have famous app doo doo be doo be doo, famous app doo doo be doo be doo, famous app. No, maybe not. Oh, Elson, you're using Whisperflow. That's great. Yeah, I love it. I've used a lot of dictation. I use Alexa quite a lot, and oh, you Alexa stop. But Alexa, Siri, all these other systems, they find it very hard to understand. One, because of my accent. Two, because I mumble quite a bit, and you guys know because you've listened to enough of my videos and webinars. But I find that dictation software doesn't like me. And it hasn't liked me right from the mid 90s when dictation was a thing on PC. I attempted to write stuff and it was like the chicken jumped over the frog, and I'm like, no, I didn't say that. I said, I'd like to write a letter or whatever, and it's just really tough. And so Whisperflow, I have had zero issue with it. Sometimes I need to just kind of correct it, just because it's taking its idea of what I said, but nothing to the point where I'm, oh no, that's not what I said. It's this. It's simple little things like earlier, Fracto. Who knows that Fracto has capital CTO? It stands for Fractional Chief Technical Officer, and so I have 3 or 4 clients that have me on their board as such, and I basically do all of their technical AI stuff as part of that retainer. So that's what our Fracto services are. Can you speak on the need or not of additional APIs to connect users, emails, and yes, Sandra. So I did answer this for you in the support channel of my Discord server, but I will go over it while we're waiting here. So if you're wanting someone to connect their Facebook account to your app, and maybe you then want to give them certain control over, or give you certain control over their Facebook account, you will need to use Facebook OAuth connections. And what this basically does is allows them to give your app permission to post posts or see your latest notifications or read your messages or whatever you decide your app needs access to. So let me give you an example of this. Let's go to my Go High Level white label here, just because it gives me an excuse to mention it. And we'll go into AI app builders, and then we're going to go into settings and integrations. Okay, so this is the sort of page that you need to set up for your app if it requires integrations with certain things. So for example, here I've got my Google account. It's linked to my Google account. Down here, my Facebook is linked, and I can select which Facebook account I want to give access to, and then I can manage those pages and tell it, well, I need you to have access to Fracto, automated marketing, and what else do I have in here that would be relevant to this? I think that's probably it. Yeah, and then I click update, and now I've given Go High Level, or I Love My Automated Marketing app, access to all of these 3 pages, and now it can post to these 3 pages. And so now that's connected, which then means that in Go High Level, I can go to my social media. Where is that? Under marketing. And no, not under marketing. Where's social media? Automations? Nope. Sites? Nope. I would have thought it'd be under... Oh, Social Planner. There it is. It's right in front of me. And so now, in the Social Planner, I can go ahead and post to my Facebook, my Instagram, my Threads, if I really wanted to, etc. And so I've already connected to all of those. And from there, it uses OAuth. In fact, it's asking me to reconnect it now. And this is OAuth. See how it says OAuth at the top there? And so now we're going to add AI App Builders page. And now it's got that connected. We should also add automated marketing to there. And so that's now the pages I wanted to add. And now it sees that it's got 2 of these pages connected. Okay, and then I can schedule a post that is going to be posted on those 2. So this is all there. So that's how you would do it. You would use OAuth, and you need to set up a Facebook app within the Facebook developer site so that you've got client secrets and things like that. It's not an easy job. It takes, even if you know what you're doing, it takes a while to link each of those up. And you'll need to do it for Facebook, Instagram. They're kind of connected together. Twitter, LinkedIn. They all have their own different way of working and their own OAuth scenarios. I hope that helps, Sandra. I know we have a... yeah, so they don't need Go High Level. I was just showing you how Go High Level does it. So your app would need to set up a similar scenario to what I just showed you, so that it has that ability to connect. So, and it would need to know you need OAuth. They don't need OAuth. Your system uses OAuth. All they need is a login to Facebook or a login to Instagram or something like that. So I know we've got a call coming up. I'll explain it better, and maybe even we start on doing one of those in that call, just so you understand how it works. We'll get Facebook connected and working. I could actually show you, because I've done this for a client. It's actually a friend of mine. His app isn't launched, but I can show you how I set theirs up on our call. I'll show you it briefly now, but I can show you in more detail on our call, so I'm not giving out personal information for him. But anyway, what is this doing? What did we ask it to do? Oh, it's creating a whole site. I remember. It's taken a while. Using up my credits. Come on. All right, while this is working, let's open up another Famous. I want to show you that OAuth that I did for this. Here we go. This is his app. I haven't actually worked on it since November the 15th because I've been busy. This was actually one of the apps I was supposed to do over Thanksgiving on my Thanksgiving cruise, but I ended up building the hosting system so that you guys can start saving money on hosting. And this kind of fell through the... let's see, is this my login? Yes, it is. Admin. And so in here, under user management, No, not using management. Let's go back here, dashboard, and there's my students. Now where is my profile? Here we are, integrations. And so okay, so because I'm in the demo version, Facebook is moaning that I'm not on the right domain. So let's do this. Let's go preview. I actually need to move him to my hosting so we're not paying stupid fees for hosting. And let's log in here. And now go to profile, integrations, and it's still moaning. Okay, well, here we can connect the Facebook page, and this goes off to Facebook's OAuth, and then we're going to say that you can reconnect. It's talking to Facebook. I want to reconnect my this page here, and then it moans because there's an issue with duplicate keys and so forth. But like I say, I haven't used this since November. But that's the idea: is you set up those integrations in your back end, connecting to Facebook with OAuth, and away you go. Now, bear in mind, these sort of things are not easy. So, don't feel like you should understand all this from the outset. This is tough stuff, and it's also tough. It's also stuff that can't be done via AI. So you can't say, hey, set up my Facebook app, connect it up, and you just sit back and watch it do it all. You have to go and get the Facebook developer app set up. You need to create the client secrets, and then you put those into your database. So if we log into Supabase here and go to the dashboard and go into my purple spiral and then look for elevated study and then go into our edge functions and into our secrets, then in here you'll see that we have a Facebook app ID and we have a Facebook app secret. We've also got a Trustpilot API key which pulls in their reviews from Trustpilot, and then you have all these functions for the Facebook OAuth callback, etc. All of this needs setting up. Is that the same for email? Well, it depends. Email is not just one system. Email could be Gmail, it could be Outlook, it could be Microsoft 397 or whatever they're called. It could be their own host. Email is not an easy thing to connect to because people use so many different things. So talk to me on your call about why you're connecting to email and what you need to do. All right, let's go back. Is this working? No, that's not the right one. This one. Oh, okay. So here is, I've got a picture of Tony Robbins in the back. I presume that's Tony Robbins in the background. It's done what everything always does and puts a period after my middle name. My middle name is just P and it's not abbreviation. We've got Trustpilot, might help me from a half-finished prototype. There we go. Nice. What's this? Trusted by innovative. These are all the innovative companies that trust me worldwide. The C9 one was the most difficult that I worked with. And so here we are. It's a site. It looks very, very similar to the one we gave it. And so now we've given it that screenshot. In fact, it's a little bit cut off because there we go. If I make it a little bit bigger, now we've got, it was in mobile mode because we had a hamburger on the top. So now you've got my services, hello, services, coaching, done with you, done for you, Fracto services, speaking, and we jump down to those. They then go to different pages. I might actually use this layout to update the AI app builders system. All right, well, we're coming to the end of our time. Who would like to be given a discount on the hosting service? I've got a 35% discount for all non-club members if you just use the code clubhost and the URL that Janelle gave you a few moments ago. That will give you 35%. Now, the price on the hosting site is already 50% cheaper than what people are being charged right now. And so with the extra 35%, it makes it like 66% cheaper than what you're paying right now. So take a check out on that. Does my project I create on host.io have to be from Famous, or can it be from my Famous? No, exactly. It can be from your white label. It can be from Lovable. It can be from Bolt. It can be from Base 44. It can be from any React AI app builder. Replit, absolutely. Yep, totally. As long as you're able to produce a zip file of your app, and it's a React app, it doesn't matter where it comes from, and that club host coupon code will work on the monthly or the annual. So if you want to save even more money, then go for the annual and throw that coupon in and get 35% off the annual, and you're good to go. Do you have any experience building a crypto app to help me learn about stocks and crypto? I eventually need to learn about trading. I do not. I steered clear of the crypto app builder when they launched it. I'm not even sure anyone's actually used it. I myself don't understand how it works. I use a system called Robinhood for my trading. They deal with stocks and shares and Bitcoin and all those type of things. And Robinhood is a huge trading company. I wouldn't bother creating an app for yourself. I would just use something like Robinhood. I don't have a link for them. Stefan, we don't have a lifetime for hosting, I'm afraid. And the reason for that is because there are real costs in hosting people's sites. And so I need to make sure that I'm here in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years time. And so it's priced so that you guys get a great saving, but it's also priced that I'm covering my costs and providing you with the very best service. So I'm not going to be doing a lifetime. Well, I can do a lifetime, but it's going to be 10K. If you want that, let me know. I'll send you a personal link, and you can. Yes, I still have my my white label. I'll give you the link for that. Let's see if I can beat Janelle. There. Oh. In my chat, I was just a bit before you. I'm not sure if that's the same in yours, but yeah. So the link I gave is to the homepage, and the link that Janelle gave is to the actual app where you can get a free trial and test it out. So that's my white label. Don't forget, if you do sign up for my white label, to send me a personal message. It's not a competition, guys. Do send me a personal message, because everyone that signs up for my white label for Famous gets a free club membership for the time that you use it. So I have to do that manually, but yeah, just let me know if you sign up for that. You'll get a free club membership for using my white label. All right, guys, it is exactly 4 o'clock. I will finish there, and thank you for being here. I look forward to our future Wednesdays. Don't forget, Friday, my webinar is at 12 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be doing some more fun stuff then. All right, guys, have an amazing couple of days until I see you again on Friday.